how's it going? This is Amy. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome to. This is Book Talk, and it is Wednesday. And I'm sitting back at my other desk, craft desk, miscellaneous desk. Usually I'm at my computer desk with my computer, but I haven't tried out the sound techno problem yet, so we're using my camera, my phone. So anywho, I got my summerween shirt on. Yep, summerween. I got this, I think I got it a few years back. Summerweens. I don't think it doesn't have a date on it. But anyway, I really like this. I wanted to get another one this year, but she didn't have any tank tops. But that's okay. I still want to get a t-shirt, but I don't know if I'll get it. They have a lot of cute merch at Gabby Reed's for summerween. And there's cups, shirts. I think there's tote bags, some hoodies. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so here we are. Hopefully this works out and I'm not too in your face. But so today's video, hopefully short and sweet and lovely, and you're just gonna get so many recs. Actually, I only have 4 books, but this is my July TBR. So last video I did my summerween TBR. I'm still 1 book into that one, and I have 2 today and tomorrow left. So I don't know if I'm going to finish my 3-book TBR for summerween, but that's okay because I'll still have it. I'll still read it for the summer because I plan on doing another like miscellaneous summer TBR to get through the rest of the summer. Yeah, my eye itches. Get to the rest of the summer. So I'll have another TBR, and I'll probably have what I don't finish from summerween from Gabby Reed's. Hopefully I'll just have 1 book, but on that stack. And then coming up this next week, I think it's this next week, it's the 13th, is Summerween by Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf. So I want to participate in that one, and hers goes for a month. So it's like July 13th through August 13th. So I'll have a TBR for that. So we're going to have a lot of TBRs in July. And I have gone feral, unhinged, and really I'm just out of, it's out of hand. It's gone crazy. There's so many books I want to read in the summer that honestly I probably won't get to all of them just because I'm a slow reader and I mainly read at night. So there's only so much I can do. But we're here for it. We're here for the fun. And now for the July TBR. Let's see, where do we start? So I have it. I have a nonfiction, a history book, in commemorating the American Revolution here in America. Obviously, American Revolution. So this is Revolutionary Summer: The Birth of American Independence by Joseph J. Ellis. Yeah. So this one I picked up a few years ago at Goodwill. What did I pay for it? $3.99. I don't have my glasses on, so we're guessing. It looks like $3.99. It's a hardback. It's in nice shape. It's not that big. It's a very short book. So that's one I'd like to read this summer. Last year I read 1776. Can't remember who the author was, but this is, how long is it? It's not. I'm wondering if it's not even 250 pages. I know that. It's maybe not even 200. Yeah, it's like 185 pages. That doesn't count the acknowledgement and the notes at the end. So anyway, obviously this is about Revolutionary Summer. I'm not going to go into that, but that looks like a good one. We're putting books. And then this one is I call it comedy, like on TV, but humorous, I guess, would be the genre for books, but we'll just call it a comedy. This one's Garrison Keillor's Liberty. It's a Lake Wobegon story. If anybody knows, Garrison Keillor did Prairie Home Companion for years on a radio show, and it was like a variety. He had a whole made up world of this Lake Wobegon community. And so he would tell stories about that on the radio show. Plus they had singing and they had little skits, and it was just, I really like it. I got in on it at the tail end of, before it went off the air. But I think he still goes around and does some, goes around and does his version of Prairie Home Companion with the singing and the skits. And I think he still tells tales of Lake Wobegon. I'm not sure, because I haven't heard it on the radio. So, but yeah, this is Liberty, and this is about, so this community, it's set in Minnesota, and I believe he grew up in Minnesota. And you can't see. So this is a national holiday in Lake Wobegon is always gaudy and joyful, but what is going on between Clint Bunsen and Miss Liberty? But what's going on between Clint Bunsen? Yeah. So it's a spectacular 4th of July in Lake Wobegon, thanks to the firm hand of its chairman, Clint Bunsen. He's one of the main characters in this town story. Crack drum and bugle corps, circus band wagons pulled by somebody, the Betsy Ross blanket toss, Statue of Liberty marching with upheld torch, the marching handbell choir, and a mighty fireworks barrage financed by Homeland Security. But success breeds resentment, and Clint is assailed by his critics. He has made, in quotes, he has made the decision without our consent and harassed with ridicule those who dare to speak against him, end quote, who seek to overthrow. Meanwhile, a DNA test gives him surprising news about his ancestry, a true identity crisis just as he turns 60, and he seeks guidance from a young woman, Angelica Flame, with a P in the front, who becomes his lover, the same beauty who carried the torch in last year's parade. And now, as the 4th of July rolls around again, Clint must decide whether to remain in Lake Wobegon with a stoical Irene, or fly away with Angelica to California, or run for Congress, the incumbent Jack Olson having resigned after an embarrassing public lavatory incident. Anyway, it's has a great cast of characters. It's always fun. I read last one I read, I have a few of his, and the last one I read was Pontoon, which was hilarious. So you're in for a good comedy ride. It's not that long. He has a few other books with a Lake Wobegon like series, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Cast of characters. This isn't very big either. If I could get to where the end is. It looks like it's going to be 267 pages. Yeah. So his is always a fun ride, listening to his stories. And this one, my sister got me for my birthday. She got this book. It was a blind date with a book. And it was, I really liked the cover. And I told her I was going to read it for the summer. So I am. So this is one of my priority for the summer, the July TBR right now. It's Catherine Center's The Love Haters. So it's a romance, which I don't normally read romance, but this cover just was like, yeah, I'm there. It's got palm trees, and it's got some of that sprayed edges, and it's got palm trees on the inside. I just love it. I'm like, even if I didn't like this book, I'm keeping it because it matches my room. I have palm trees and pineapples and a beach theme going on, so this is great. And she got me a bookmark, corner bookmark. So I have that. So yeah. So Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf, her summerween, one of the book, she has a bingo card type list. One of them is a pastel book. Book with pastel colors on the cover, I think. So that might work. But yeah. So this one is basically, it's a thin line between love and hate. No, it's a thin line between love and love-hating. So it looks like it's a love-hate romance. It's set in Key West, and I can't remember. I'm not going to read it all, but anyway, There's a hurricane, conga lines, drinking, stolen kisses, a Great Dane. A Great Dane. So yeah, that looks fun. Beachy, very beachy. And then the last one I have here is, I haven't read a John Grisham in a while, and I wanted to start getting back into my John Grisham and James Patterson and Patricia Cornwell's, because I have a stack. I mean, I got loads of those books, and I'm so behind in the series that I'm reading for James Patterson, the Women's Murder Club and the Alex Cross, and then I'm behind on the Case Scarpetta series with Patricia Cornwell, and then just in general, I'm behind on John Grisham. So this one is Camino Island. It's I think it's one of a trilogy, and so this, I've been wanting to read this one. I think I got this last year at Goodwill. Did I get it at Goodwill? I think I did. I don't know, or maybe I got it at the library sale, because it doesn't have the Goodwill tag that I usually keep to know that I got it at Goodwill. I might have got it at the library sale, because I didn't buy it new and it looks new. But this is about, I'll read this one, it's short. So this is the first one, like I said, in the series. So I think there's three book series. Oh Lord, he's got so many books. It doesn't, this came out in, oh, this is old. Well, I mean, not that old, but it's 2017. I thought it was more recent. Apparently the other one's more recent, but oh no, it's 290 pages, so it's not that long. Honestly, I don't know what the other ones are. I think there's 2 more books though. So this is, a gang of thieves stage a daring heist from a secure vault deep below Princeton University's Firestone Library. Their loot is priceless, but Princeton has insured it for $25 million. Good for you, Princeton. Bruce Cable owns a popular bookstore in the sleepy resort town of Santa Rosa on Camino Island in Florida. So we got a bookstore, we got an island, we got stolen loot. He makes his real money though, as a prominent dealer in rare books. He makes his real money, though, as a prominent dealer in rare books. Very few people know that he occasionally dabbles in the black market of stolen books and manuscripts, hence the stolen loot at Princeton. Mercer Maine is a young novelist with a severe case of writer's block. Do I know that? Who has recently been laid off from her teaching position. She is approached by an elegant, mysterious woman working for an even more mysterious company. A generous offer of money convinces Mercer to go undercover and infiltrate Bruce Cable's circle of literary friends, ideally getting close enough to him to learn his secrets. But eventually Mercer learns far too much, and there's trouble in paradise as only John Grisham can deliver. Well, thank you, John. We appreciate that. We really do. Anyway, so that's that one. I think this is the only one in the series I have. I haven't got the others because I hadn't read this one and I didn't know if I was going to like it anymore. But I collect John Grisham's, the hardbacks. I collect James Patterson, the hardbacks, and I collect Patricia Cornwell in the hardbacks. And everything else, I will usually get a paperback or hardback. It doesn't matter to me, but these 3 authors, I prefer the hardbacks, just the first editions, just cause. But yeah, so that is my TBR for July, just the regular July TBR. Okay. And like I said, last video I had was the TBR for Gabby Reed's Summerween. And I hope you can hear me and I don't have to do this over because I have the fan on right there. But we're right there. So anyway, so that's my normal July TBR. I'm still reading this Come Knocking by Mike Bachhoven for Gabby Reed's Summerween. This is the first book I started. I'm about, I'm not quite halfway through. It's not that long, but I'm on page 88 out of, I think it's 244. Yeah, still reading that. I should finish that today. That's my main concern today, was this video and finishing this book. And there is no soccer game on today. FIFA World Cup. It will be on tomorrow. And sadly, the U.S. is out. I was very disappointed. They played a crappy game. And if they were going to play like that for the rest of the time, then they were going to be out at some point. So my hopes are dashed for having the final championship game be England and U.S., because it would have been the most appropriate time for America's 250th anniversary to engage in a challenging scenario with England again, but they blew it. So anyway, so I'm rooting for England. They're still in it. So that's your FIFA World Cup men's soccer update. And thanks again, and we'll see you back here probably, what's today? Again this week. There's a trailer. Yeah, I get easily distracted out my window. Cars. Anyway, back here with the Summerween TBR for the Pastel Bookshelf by Carly. The Carly at the Pastel Bookshelf. And another TBR for other summer reading possibilities, or recs, whatever you want to call it. I also have to do my one book review that I finished in June. And, oh, I have a book haul. My God, there's so much to do. And I have been slacking on my videos, so you're going to get a treat in July. But thanks for coming by, and we'll be back here another day. Bye.